Go live. Okay, I am live. Hello everyone. Wait. Hello everyone. Welcome. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna let me check if this is working. But no, hello everyone. Basically, yeah, okay, cool, that works. We are going to be designing some new launch vehicles for KSP RP1. Now, before I begin, I'm going to tell you the launch vehicles that I intend to build. Those are... Wait. The Thor Able. I got a picture here. The Thor Able. This... That's another picture of it. That... You see the point. And the Atlas B ICBM. This one here. This is also what I intend to build as well. So basically, I intend to add a couple launchers. Thing is we do not quite have, like if I show you my build list, we've got Odyssey 3 building. This is at the start of 1957. I've finished recording all of, oh god, what do you mean no data? What do you mean no data? Alright, is this working then? Because this is not fun. Okay, wait, why is this... Okay, that should be muted. Okay. Is this... Okay, YouTube started work. Yeah. Basically, I've recorded episode 6, it's currently being edited. But this is Satellite Aeroscience, this is what we need for our first time. Exactly. Then we've got early avionics and probes, which is what we need for early avionics, which is what we need. Because we've currently got avionics prototypes, which is not ideal. Which is a bit annoying, but oh well. Then, we've got some other stuff. So, what I need to do is, let's start with the Thor Able. Now, because we do not have the stuff we need, I'm going to need to make this avionics core really huge. So the stage is going to be no longer than 5 tons, and this is going to be like, what? Actually, to be honest, this isn't that bad. We don't actually need avionics prototypes that badly, to be honest. Depends. Let's build Ables. So, first thing we're going to want to build is we're going to want to build the Able upper stage. Able upper stage. That's Able Star, but this here is Able. No, this is Vanguard. This is Vanguard. That bit there's Able. Or that bit's Able as well. That's Able. That's not Able Star. That's Able. So basic. Okay, no, I'm getting distracted here. Whatever. We're trying to build this rocket here. So the Able upper stage. Circle is quite good. Okay, here. Able is not on here. Okay, that's annoying. I'm just trying to find a good picture to base this off. Let's try and get the Blue Dog Design Bureau one. Yeah, here. Okay, so this is Able. This is what we're trying to build. This is a Blue Dog Design Bureau thing. So, we need our avionics core, which is going to be this. And then we need to get an integral structure tank. And I'm going to set that down like that. our engine we're going to be using, I don't know how this is available at this point in time. This is a Hydrolox engine. Okay, I don't think this is supposed to be unlocked, but okay, sure, whatever. No, we want to use the AJ1037, which is used on the Vanguard second stage. We don't have the actual engines used on Able, because we've only unlocked... We haven't even unlocked 57 rocketry, it's still researching, but... We want to fill this. This needs to be a high-pressure tank. And we got to fill that with UDMH and the other stuff. Now, this has a 179 seconds of burn. As you see here, this has 115 seconds. But because the mount you choose actually affects the fuel level, I want to pick the mount first. I think a medium mount, or maybe a large one. Medium looks best. Mount, 185 seconds, and we need to get this down to 115. No, that's 115, but we can overburn this, so I'm going to say 2 meters long stage. So we've got 121 seconds of burn time. And we're going to want to colour everything in white, including the avionics core. So this is our Able upper stage. Next thing we're going to want to do is add reaction control thrusters. Now, what I'm thinking we're going to want to do is use these, and then we're going to need to have pitch, yaw, and roll. We're going to need to have pitch, yaw, and roll. So what I'm thinking is we do something like that, because that's a bit too far. Something like that. So these are facing directly that... Are they? I'm not sure if they are. Yeah, so those are facing directly that way. And we grab the exact same thing, and we then rotate it a bit. And we pull that out, and pull that out a bit. It doesn't look the best, but it looks okay, and it provides us with a good two-axis control. No, 3-axis control. Now, we don't have translation controls, which I will probably require. Core. That's not. I might... You know what? Let's set this to a cryo. And then... Cortex. Let's find a cool core texture. That could be good. No, because it's too... Let's do foam. What does this look like? That looks okay, but the insulating foam still... No, I think Carolox, but the only issue is the pipe, which could be annoying, but oh well. So we've got our Able upper stage here with our reaction control for us. So the first thing, we're going to go is buy HTP, because we're going to fuel this off of HTP, and set these all to HTP. Then we're going to want to have some tanks on the side for this HTP, which I'm probably going to house the translation controls, like 4.5 translation controls. This needs to be high pressure, so then I'm going to place this over the pipe so you can't actually see the pipe, and that's going to be HTP. So that gives us 10 HTP, which is definitely going to be enough. How much is that? 2.7. Let's make it a bit longer. Let's set it to 85, and then that gives us 5 per tank. And then so that gives us 10 HTP, which we'll test this eventually. And this stage is currently 2 tons. We're gonna, but then want to offset this there, and then we're gonna want to colour this in white. Next thing we want to do is we want to add some nose cones, just to kind of, these are 85, and we want to grab that and put it down there. So this is Able so far. We've got our HDP reaction control propellant in here, in these 2 tanks on the side. and we have... Oh, hello. And we then have... No, I'm just blanking around. No, we need 4 control so we can ullage the engines better. We can provide ullage thrust to the engines, and also what will also be useful is if I set these... No, actually, no. If I need to adjust the orbit after the engine cuts off prematurely, or if I need to do some course correction, then we've got some 4 thrusters, and then I'll add the exact same thing up here. We want to have this looking as up as possible, like that, and then I'm going to offset this in. So then we have good enough. So now we can adjust our orbit using thrusters that I placed in the correct place, definitely. Those are supposed to go there. Do I have a pair? Sure I do. I've got like 30 from a bet thing in Excel. Then this should be good. And the final thing I want to add is I want to add some ullage rockets. So those are too big. Spin motors are probably too small. Let's try spin motors, but their burn time is very quick, so I'm going to set the engine. We did burn time. There isn't a rated burn time. I can set the thrust limiter down to like 10. Let's set it down to 10 and we can see how much it ullages, and then... Because if it's not enough... If it's... yeah, there's no crew, that's the thing. Okay, I want to have all of these... Okay, so these, when I include them in the delta V calculations, these provide 4 and burn for 7 seconds. For 4 meters per second. They've got very low thrust to weight ratio because they are ullage rockets. So these probably should go here. And this is our able upper stage. And this weighs 2.2 tons. So I'm going to set this down to 2.5 for room for payload. And we want to set the avionics to be as small as possible. I'm not going to be tooling this because we'll upgrade these avionics to early once we get early, because before actually building things like this, because early avionics will actually be better. Oh, KSP2 will be more complex. KSP2 will be more complex than this. This is... actually, no, because this is RO. This is RO. So RO's complex. Like, way more complex than this. Than what KSP2 should be. It's... yeah. But this is able. So this is going to be our able upper stage. This has about 3,000 meters per second. So what we're going to then want to do is we're going to build the 4... We're going to want to build the 4, PGM 17-4. This is what we're going to want to build. Where is it? Here. Yeah, here's a good picture. This is what we're going to want to build. That, or... That's an Atlas and that's a 4. You see the point. We're going to build this, the lower stage, basically. Lower stage. That's simple rockets. That's a game. Like that. Now, what we're going to want to do is place this, and we're going to want to have it, because this will be 2.5 meter diameter. And then this bit I'm going to cut out because this bit isn't necessary. And then this bit I'm going to replace. What do you mean why not all of it? Because this reduces the diameter of what I can have. This means also I think if I keep this, if I cut it off here, I might be able to mount a mercury capsule or something on top. So we're just going to build that. So that's going to be 1.9 meter diameter, and the top's going to be 1 meter diameter. I'm going to add a bit of height to it. I'm going to put one fairing here. Preset on. Get extra height. Let's adjust that so it's like that and set the density to 0.1. Set the nodes down to 1. So we've got something like this now. So this is the 4 able. I haven't, and then you say that no, this doesn't have a parachute. This doesn't need a parachute. This is a satellite launch. This is gonna be our first proper launch vehicle, because Odyssey, I'll show you Odyssey in a second. Odyssey is not the best. It's can barely put a satellite into orbit, and the satellite is its upper stage. It's can barely lift anything. So what I'm intending to do is build 4 so that then I can actually add stuff. So the engine we're going to be using on 4, if you see I'm trying to recreate this basic shape of the missile here, this top bit and then that. What I'm trying to do is, the engine we're going to use is going to be the LR79, this engine here. If I go into configs, 4 on Jupiter, we need the 4 exhaust. But S3 is the version we have, which is what we get with this. Then we have this, which has got a bit more thrust, and it's got the same rated burn time, so we can stretch the tanks a bit. This has got more thrust, so it'll be the same delta V as that, I think. But no, we can keep stretching the tanks as we go through the 4 family of engines. But as you can see here, there's a shroud here. So what we're going to want is we're going to want the long mount. No, the extra long mount. And put that there. Which looks good. If I fill this with kerosene and fill that with kerosene, where does that bring us? 82 seconds, and this burns for 182 seconds. And I want to set the utilization up. So we've got 113, 132, 152, 171, 190. Let's go 6.5, that's 180, 6.6, 182, and that's still got good thrust to weight. Why are you just copying the mod descriptions? Oh, things from the wiki. I don't know what you're copying into my chat, but it's to do with KSP. Now, if you look at the Thor, there's some fins there. If I go for able, if you look at this, this is what I'm trying to go for. So I need to recreate that kind of swirly bit. But if you look there, you can just about see some fins. So I'm going to make some fins on the bottom of this. I'm not going to fill them with kerosene because that will be a bit annoying. But if I want to set the thickness down, set the length down, I want to set the width to the root and width tip. Actually, set the width root down and then offset them so like that. I want a bit less. That looks good. Then move them down. So this looks good, I think. So we want to colour all this in white. Okay, we need to decide. Ooh, wait a minute, there's some cool colours things here. Agena, is there a 4 one? I know there is an Able, actually, I did just see an, yeah, Able. Ooh, is that it? Black Arrow. That could work. Let's check if there's a 4-1 first, though. 4 Able. There is one. Okay, so that's good. There was an Able one, though. Where was the Able one? I'm wondering... Oh, we won't be able to... Yeah, Able. There is Able. But we won't be able to use it because we're using a different tank, because otherwise we can't have the mount. Bit annoying. Oh, well. 4 Able. If I go to there and then set that to that. That looks good, I think. So this has 10,000 meters per second of delta V. This is good. When I get early avionics, I can replace this core here with... I can shorten this core a bit, but actually I'm going to... tech. I want to get this before that, because this still does work with this. So, and then I just upgrade the avionics at a later date. How much is this going to cost me? 60 days. Wait a minute, that can't be right. That can't be right. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute, that cannot be right. It's because I haven't added avionics on the core stage. So we're going to want to set this up to 2.5. And this weighs 50 tons. I'm going to set it to 60 tons. 60 tons. So this has, how much delta V does this have? This has, vacuum, 10,020. And this will, when fully tooled, take 82 days. 82 days. Okay, save that really quickly, because I just want to give you some context here. Odyssey 3. This is Odyssey 3, by the way. This is a sneak peek at the Odyssey launch vehicle. Is 153 days. This is Odyssey 3. We've got some solar panels. I'm waiting for the text to unlock so I can add the stuff for the scientific satellite. It's a redstone with some boosters on. Well, actually, no. Only on this and Odyssey 2. It wasn't on Odyssey 1 because I didn't need them. With an additional stage on top. And the baby sergeants. But this is 153 days. So when I get enough stuff, when I get the tech for this, we can probably pump out this every month or so. We can probably pump out one of these a month. A month. Can pump out a 4 Able every month. So, should we test this, shall we? Let's test this, shall we? Oh, wait a minute. Let's add a fairing. Then we want to grab 2 fairing halves and set their density down. Use preset, Konag. Okay, so when fully tooled, this will take 82 days to build. Good, and we don't want to have fairing decoupler on that. Cool, now, I have just realised here that this engine has no roll control. But I don't know what would give the roll control. Wait a minute, are there verniers there? I know this isn't a game, but there's verniers there. Are they in the real thing? Maybe. This is Blue Dog Design Bureau. Thor Able. Is there an astronautics page? Thor Able. Okay. Okay, what's the engines on this? Thor. Oh, here we go. Does it engine? LR79-7. Unit 101. Are there any verniers? Wikipedia. Are there any verniers? Oh, here we go. On terms. There might be. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. There. You see there? Oh, that's able star, but it's 4, so there's something here. There's something here. There. Okay, I don't know what this is, but those look... Oh, they're RN. Okay, whatever. No. Thor Able Blue Dog Design Bureau. I might be able to find something here. What the heck? View page on GitHub. Okay, here we go. Thor Able. Thursday. Wait, what's this? Finch. Yeah, I know this is I know this is Blue Dog Design Bureau, so the part names aren't the same. But those look to me, I think those are LR101s. Used on 4, yes, okay. Those those are LR101s. Which actually drags down the rated burn time, so I think I can burn this for a little longer. Let's do that. So this is a 6.8 meter length tank. And we're going to want to just offset these so that they don't... I'm also going to rotate them so their gimbal's in a different place. Let's rotate them like that. I know they're not perfectly aligned. Actually, no, because they're pipe work as well. So, no, I need them like this. So just offset them like that, and then should be fine. I'm going to set these, however. Engine. Yeah, look. Atlas. Thor and Atlas. Thor and Atlas. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show actuation toggles, and I want to turn everything off but roll. And I want to turn... Actually, no, that can't roll anyway. But this is to lock those engines from trying to do pitch. Yeah. I want to actually go through all the reaction control thrusters, because these... I haven't set these to HTTP. That could have been a nightmare. HTTP. Okay, yeah. Cool. I'm going to show these. Show actuation to... No, roll... I don't want translation controls on these. I don't want translation controls on these. Show actuation toggles. Yeah, no translation controls. And then these, show actuation toggles. I don't want anything but fore and aft. Show actuation toggles. Don't want anything but fore and aft. Yeah, okay, that goes there, then that goes there. This is... Okay, so this is looking good. Okay, I'm going to say fire spin... Okay, we want to fire the outer... Okay, wait, disable the decoupler. Well, we want to have all our reaction control thrusters fire at stage separation, and then we want to use these ullage rockets, including Dr. V calcs. No, okay. No, I said no. Why are they being calc? Okay, whatever. Okay, that's still good. Now just need a launch pad, and then we can simulate it. Small launch base. Oh wait, is there a launch stand for Thor? What's this? Oh, this. Okay, wait, I might add this as well. Oh, there's one here, small. Let's add that because that looks kind of cool. Is there a Thor one though? Titan. Thor Del. Oh, Thor Del, and there's a fallback. Well, that's a bit too big. Okay, yeah, no, we can't use that. That's way too big. Okay, go back to my original idea. There is the 4 launch stand, though. Which is good. I might rotate these fins so they line up with the hold down bolt. Or we could just hide the hold down bolt. That works as well. Extra... Jesus. No. Okay, let's just leave that there and then work out what we're going to do with this. Because this could work. I'm going to maybe put the... Let's move the fins to go round there. Can I adjust the bolt position? Select bolt position. No, because that's going in more. Well, that's helpful. Is there a way to hide the bolts? Is there a way to hide the hold down bolts? Sure. Delta 2. Although that does look cool, that's not 4. And that's way too small. That's a 4 stand, so we'll leave it like that. Yeah, leave it like that. Ignore the bolts. The hold down bolts. And we'll set this... What colours can we have? Black. Black or light grey? Black looks cooler. Let's put this around here, actually. So it falls away. Okay. Okay, interesting. Oh, there's umbilicals. Okay, umbilical height, vertical. We want them both all on the same tank, because otherwise they won't line up. There's umbilicals. Let's do it like that. And there's the clamp. Which can go there, probably. Let's offset this so it's actually centered. There we go. And we want to set our the vertical adjust to it somewhere about there. That looks good. That's good. Okay. 60 tons. Okay, well, let's want to have that like that. Okay, let's sim this. Simulate. Let's not have part failures on. Okay, let's simulate this, and we can see then. We can then see if we want to have. Okay, so this is simulation. Again, I want to open the clamp because this doesn't actually open by itself, and we're going to want to send this to orbit. Ascent guidance. Let's use MechJeb because MechJeb is amazing. Let's current. Let's just go to the current orbit. Fix coast like no. Stop at stage 0. PVG. This is good. Okay, launch. Okay, let's test this then. Yeah, the verniers look. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, verniers. That okay, good. That allows roll control. That allows roll. They do not do pitch, which is good. Okay, let's see if this works. It should be it should be able to do it. It should be able to do it, which is good. But yeah. Also, if you were wondering, these engine plumes, these beautiful engine plumes, if you played stock and you're wondering how to get these, this is waterfall. It does work with stock. Even if you on it, it makes the engines look so much nicer. Okay, one of the fairings is overheating. That's not ideal. The top fairing half is overheating. Something tells me both fairing halves are going to overheat at some point. Oh, yep, no, they're dead. There goes one. Oh, and the others. Oh, no, that's bad. Okay, good. Okay, no, can you not do that, please? Okay, reaction control thrusters off. Coast. You shouldn't be burning. You shouldn't be burning, Jesterson. Oh. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Well, thanks for that, MechJeb. This engine only has one ignition. Well, okay, okay, disengage, because this is just going to be a test of the reaction control. Okay, so your pitch works, roll works, your works, and fore and aft thrust work. Okay. But it just decided, no, I'm going to do... Okay, revert flight to launch, because this is a simulation, so we can. Interesting. I don't know why MechJeb's done that. Probably to do with the fairing burning, maybe? Might be to do with the fairing, or what it could be is the residuals in 4. Maybe we just had bad residuals and it kind of didn't send guidance. Okay, this is interesting. Fixed coast length. Because I don't want to do a fixed coast length, because this is way too high thrust at the end to do a fixed coast length. Stop at stage 0. That's good. Okay, maybe I need to change the staging. Okay, let's try that. Engage. Try getting rid of those SRBs, and then that might work. Okay, let's try. Okay, cool. Let's test this then, because it's just testing phase of the 4 able. I don't know why this takes less time to build than the Odyssey. I don't know, but this is actually good that it takes less time, because we're going to be able to pump these out fast. Very quickly. I'm planning 5 Odyssey launches, but ultimately we might only need like 4. I just don't do the solar satellite until we get this, because solar satellite. Oh god! Don't overheat. No, bad. No overheating. Spinning it to cook the fairings evenly. Okay, there we go. I guess we've lost one. Okay, at the end, we're just going to want to quickly... Oh, okay, whoa. Engine cut off. Now, pull up. Okay, no engine starty. No, okay, wait. Let's set this to 170 then. That's good. Okay, jettison that. Do not ignite that engine. What do you mean burning? You should be coasting. What do you mean? Maybe I need a satellite to actually jettison. Okay, let's... That's interesting. Why is that... Okay, question. Why is that... Thank you for saying that. That's nice. Thank you. I don't understand why that's not working. Maybe it's because stopping at stage 0 is weird and it kind of breaks it. Or maybe it's the fairings that keep burning and it's... I don't know, let's launch just a Sputnik satellite as a sort of test demonstration, I guess. Let's add some antennas to it as well. Let's do something like that. Let's do that. That works. That works as a satellite. Well, yes, technically that does work as well, but I think the aerodynamics of that are not the best. I might try and add one of these just facing up, and then like offset this down into the Sputnik, and just have an antenna poking out the top, if that makes sense, like that, but then offset it so that it's in the middle. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's our satellite then. That's our satellite. Okay, move that down. Okay, wait. We want to put that. Nope. That decoupler above that, and set the root part to that, to the Sputnik, because then that should allow us to have an actual satellite that will work. Yeah, the issue is I don't know why MechJeb's doing this. Maybe the Allied rockets. Maybe the Allied rockets are confusing it. I don't know why the fairings are blowing up. Maybe it's the density setting. If I increase the density... Okay, no. Let's KSP RO fairings overheating. Okay, yeah, let's try setting a density of a bit more, because that might help. Okay, let's try that. And simulate. I want to put that like that. Simulate. Okay. Cool. I don't know why it isn't working. It's very odd. It is very odd that this isn't working, because I've built a couple 4Ables before, and they've worked perfectly. So I don't know why this isn't, but it isn't. Which is going to be annoying. So, this is one of the 2 launch vehicles I want to design. I do want to design another one. I do want to design the Atlas, which I'll do in a second, after I've got this one working. Current, stop at stage 0. Cool, engage. Okay, does this explode? Please don't. Please work. MechJeb ignites that engine or thinks it's burning or something. I'm getting really annoyed. If not, I'll fix it later because I kind of need to get this working. 5 HTP. That looked good. That looked good. That looked good. We're running out of power. Power should be fine. Okay. Let's just leave this. Because I need MechDip to be able to make a flawless ascent profile without my intervention. Okay, the fairing... Don't you dare ignite that engine. Coasting! It was the fairing. It was the fairing density, and now I've fixed it, and who cares about the Atlas rockets, because I can just do it another time. Or maybe I'll add them later. We'll see. Maybe it was the root part of the satellite, I'm not sure. But this... So, now we can test the fore and aft Atlas rockets. These can work as Atlas rockets. Yeah, those work as Atlas rockets. Okay. So, we've got 20... Okay, we've got 10 seconds left before our burn. Oh, look, there's 4. Okay, we want to go... Ullage this because currently we're in a vacuum, so all the fuel's floating around it. It's not actually falling into the engine, so this will help make it go into the engine. Burning! Fairing deployment! And we've got our small tiny satellite here that's not intended to do anything. It's tiny. It's not got any science experiments on it either. But this could work. Because Fort Able is a very good launch vehicle, early game. Like, very good. It can definitely... If you add Altair boot, like, it can definitely... This can definitely do a lunar mission. This can definitely send something to the moon. When I unlock the Altair booster. Which is what I'm gunning towards. I need the Altair solid rocket motor, so that's like 1959 solid rocket motors. I need lunar range communications, I need early flight control, and then I can do a lunar probe. And with that, I'll probably unlock a 150 ton pad, meaning I can then send an Atlas up, which will be useful, which we're going to design in a second. Okay, let's add... Okay, I want to do one more test with the Atlas rockets and see if they do anything. You know, there's not much need for it, because how much RCS have we used over the entire flight? Like, not much. Like, we can definitely stretch this tank if we need more. But we're in orbit. We've got 500 meters per second left. And we've got propulsion to change the orbit, which is why I've got this. Because if I, let's say, burn a bit too much, I can just lower the orbit. And if I don't burn quite enough, I can raise it. Roll controls work as expected, except this has no clue what to do. Okay, let's work this out. Pitch. Okay, pitch is these ones. Okay, pitch is these ones. Show actuation toggles. Pitch. Show actuation toggles. Pitch. Okay, SAS. Okay, wait. Pitch. Off. Wait, no, wait. Oh, I may have disabled pitch instead. I need to disable yaw on these ones. Disable yaw. And toggles disable yaw. So this is pitch. And then get rid of pitch on the yaw thrusters. Show acceleration toggles. Show acceleration toggles, pitch, and show acceleration toggles, pitch. Okay, kill rotation. Okay, so pitch, yaw. Okay, we're testing the maneuverability of Able. Okay, yaw, pitch, and then roll. Kill rotation. Now, we can't ignite this because this only has one ignition. This can only start once. And then it can never start, the engine can never fire again. So let's just try and use our HTP thrusters to try and bring ourselves back down into the atmosphere. We're going to use all our HTP reaction control propellant for this, but I want to try and dip our toes into the atmosphere so I can see what happens. And then this will be a successful test of the Thor Able system, of like the combined system of both Thor and Able. And that's all our HTP gone. Oh yeah, Odyssey 1, Odyssey 2. That's going to last 9 more hours. This will last 8 more. Okay, so let's go round. Okay, we don't have any we do have communications, but we've re-entered the atmosphere now. So, and we don't have any attitude control, because we don't have any reaction control propellant. So we're just going in blind. I'd probably release the satellite. Okay, cool, yeah, this works. Okay, revert to vehicle assembly building, and this is good. Thor Able is done. This means that probably as of episode 7, we can launch Thor Able, which will probably be like a sun-synchronous orbit satellite or something. So that's good. Save. However, that's not it. I said that on this stream we were going to build 2 launch vehicles. What's the other one, you may ask? The Atlas B. Images. We are going to be building the Atlas B. The Atlas... And now if you're wondering why it's B and not A would make the most sense as it comes first. A doesn't have the middle sustainer engine, so this can't make orbit on its own. If you're wondering what I mean by sustainer, look here, yeah, Atlas A doesn't have the middle bit. So if you look here, there's like a, it's referred to as the booster skirt. This is Mercury. Atlas was used to launch Mercury as well. Atlas B skirt. That's not what I want. Atlas ICBM skirt. I don't want clothing. I want the actual missile. Here we go. These 2 engines separate from this, if that makes sense. This separates from this. So if I look at the Atlas, if I look at this here, look, you've got, actually this one's a better picture. This red bit here, which is highlighted nicely on the diagram, falls away, leaving this bit here falls away, leaving just that, which you can see there. So I need to recreate that, but with MechJeb. So the way I've built a couple Atlases before as well, but none on the scale of this. Like none on. I'm gonna make this way more detailed and just good. So that's done. New rocket. We're gonna start with our procedural avionic. Actually, no, we're gonna start with a Sputnik core because then it will work. We're gonna want to have. Let's just say 2 Sputnik antennas. Let's just put them up like that. Leave them like that. There, cool, whatever. Cool. What we then want is let's adjust those. That. Okay. What we want is we want to have payload fairing. We want to have this as 1.5 because that's the diameter of the Agena, which I'm going to build in a little bit. Which I'm going to build when I get 1959 rocketry, or when I unlock that at least. And there'll be a couple versions with different mounting hardware, like with different diameters of the top. But the Atlas needs to be. I think the Atlas weighs about 150 150 tons. It weighs 130. So we're going to set this to about that. And set this to about, yeah, 130, sure. Now if I grab a picture of the Atlas B and then go to here, you know, let's find Atlas on here. Atlas. Yeah, you see here. So this skirt jettisons from this. Atlas rocket images. Do not give me a old Atlas. That's Lego. That's cool. That's actually quite cool. No. If you look at some atlases, you can see there's like a pipe here. Some of them, they go all the way up. There, look, yeah, you can see the pipe that goes all the way up there. Atlas D. Let's go Atlas D, because D is the main rocket, main version. You see there's that, and there's that line up there, if you can look very closely. I don't know if you can see it on the stream. But no, as you can see the shape of the Atlas, there's like the cone tank on the top, which tapers out to 3 meters instead of the 2.5 that's used on 4. So, cone. 3 meters, and we're going to want that to have that about there. And if I look at the Atlas B, it's kind of grey, or it's white. No, it's white on the top, and it's got grey middle section, and then it's got the white skirt with red sides, with bright red sides. So, oh, that's a fair point. The Atlas used balloon tanks. They were paper thin, so I need to use these balloon tanks. They were paper thin. Like, I'll try and find the video. I'll put a link. You know, if you look for search Atlas rocket implosion, and you can see the effect of that if it loses pressure. But if it ever loses pressure, it will lose thing, because it's got about less than a millimeter thick walls on there. Okay, let's set that to 5. And these, so the way you, but the thing is this stage and a half design, which is where the skirt jettisons, doesn't work with MechJeb because it's one tank. So what you do is you make it so one tank feeds the booster engines, which are these, which I then need to, I haven't researched 1957 orbital rocketry yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to use 4 engines, because they are essentially the same, except the 4 engine has much less thrust, which is annoying, but I'm out of options here, because it turns out that, as of a new RR update, that you can't get the Atlas engine. So I'm going to build that. That should have about that much burn time. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is not... Yeah, look, this is already 70 tons. So how you do this is you make it so that then you've got... You want to add a cubic octagonal strut in a place like that makes it very... that makes the nodes line up, basically. You want to add that, and then add a decoupler, ring decoupler, set the diameter all the way down, and then you want to disable staging, so this doesn't deter, and then you want to keep this off. What this does is it stops fuel flowing between this tank and this tank balloon. which means this engine won't take... The engine on here won't take fuel from this, which allows it to work with MechJeb, if that makes any sort of sense. So that has that, and then if I do that... mount. Is there an Atlas mount? There might be. Nose. I swear there was. Yeah, that's Soyuz. I don't want Soyuz, and it's been depreciated anyway. Please be an Atlas mount of some sort. That would be really useful. Dome. Vulcan. LDC, Centaur, Saturn, Vulcan. Oh, Atlas mount. No, that's Atlas mount. That. Actually, no, that won't work with the skirt. The Atlas mount won't work with the skirt. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to make our own mount. That's annoying. Okay. Procedural tank balloon. Set this to a smooth cone. I'll set the top to like 2 point. I want to leave that for the fairing, which is I'm going to use to make the skirt. And I want to have something along these lines, bottom, something like that, and then I'm going to offset this engine into there. Actually, no, like that. That looks good enough. I'm going to actually reduce the length to like 2.7. Fill that with kerosene. Fill that with kerosene. This has now got 392 and burns for 200 seconds. This engine burns for 330. So that's like 5.5 minutes. There's 330. That can't be right. This is way too short. Okay, let's lower this down to 2. 321. It's 392. Okay, yeah, I think these engine configs are not the best. Let's leave it like that for now. This is just going to be making the basic shape of the Atlas. Because I don't actually have the engines unlocked for an Atlas yet. But, oh wait, I need to extend it because of the verniers. 339. That's good. Okay, that's good, and that's got good delta V. Good. Now the thing we now need is we need this one. Because this has got this is where the node decouples, so we want to have set this to 4 so I can grab it. 4 meters. And then bring this down. Set this to 3 meters again. Base size 3. Atlas B. The whip, because it's a work in progress. I want to grab that and then move this strut so that these two tanks have to be in line with each other almost perfectly. That looks good enough. I'm then going to set this variant to cryo. You set all the tank variants to cryo, so they're all smooth. And then I can set the no, I don't want to mount on that. Okay, then I can set the core texture to cryo Soyuz, which is a very nice looking like texture for things like this. Cortex, like that looks nice, and if I make that silver, that'll look amazing. So I can either go white paint metallic, but that looks a bit weird. So I can either go platinum, or what I'm gonna do, or go silver. So silver, open, silver metallic. You actually know, normal cryo, cortex, normal cryo. Silver metallic and silver metallic. Okay, wait, how does that work? Oh, did I not? Silver metallic. Silver metallic. Have I been selecting the wrong side? Yeah, I have. Okay. Silver metallic and silver metallic. That looks best because it's best without a texture. Open recoloring, silver metallic and silver metallic. open recoloring, silver metallic, and that's it, except now we need to go into the colour scheme. So this is white. I've accidentally done the wrong colour scheme because I've done it for the wrong Atlas variant. So this actually does need to be white paint metallic, and so does that. White paint metallic. That's okay. Then this needs to be normal white, and so does that. Thing is, we've still got our fairing node down here, which is going to be handy in about 5 seconds. Move this up, and then this is where our fairing node comes in. This is where we build our booster skirt. So the booster skirt goes like that. We need to enable crossfeed on here. And add the 2 engines. Now I know this doesn't quite work, but if I grab all these engines and put them there, if you look at the delta V, this has enough delta V to go to orbit. It's just we don't quite have the right engine for the job, so I'll fix that when I get around, when I unlock 1957 orbital rocketry. I'll fix it and just kind of maybe upload a short video of the Atlas working. I had a boat tail adapter. Oh yeah, we want to set the fairing nodes on here, so 1. Then a boat tail adapter, which is going to be, I'm going to build the size for this using these engines here, just so I can work out the size, like how big this is supposed to be. It's going to be something like that, isn't it? Oh yeah, I'm going to also build that and work out where this needs to be for this to work. So if I build that up there, you can see that what I'm trying to go for here, height, 3 meters. So I want to have the height be just enough so that that is slightly above those 2. Oh, actually, are they? I think they are. I think they're on the same level. Actually, I think one's slightly above. So height, let's do 2.5. That looks about right. Then the issue is we need to have those. Oh, there's some height. No, we want to have this engine more hidden. Have that engine bit more hidden. So like that probably, and then move the strut. These are on, which I now can't find. They're struts. Cubic terminal strut mark 1. Move that up, and then the engines need to be moved out a bit, and this needs to be moved down. And the diameter needs to be like 2. Diameter needs to be 2, and the top needs no diameter. Okay, wait, this can't be right. Okay, no, because then that's a bit. Okay, that can be like that. Okay, yeah, and then the height needs to be up to there, so 2.9. Because if I add the fairings, that did not work. Okay, yeah, we need to have then 3... Okay, why is this not working? Okay, whatever. 3... You set the fairing node to 3. And rotate the base so that there's 2 nodes like that. So like that, and then these nodes... Yeah, like this. Okay, why is this not working? This is odd. Fairing. Fairing auto shape on. Are these locked? Use preset on. Shape unlocked. Locked. What the heck is wrong with this? Can I rotate it and maybe then it will work? Yes. Except no. Okay, okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Add. What do you do? Okay, fine. Fine. I'll adjust the engine pod locations. I'll move them out so I can add the fairings and then move them back in. This is correct. This here is correct. Use preset on. Why are you doing this? This is not how that's supposed to go. Shape locked. What are you doing? Are we going to have to do this manually for each one? There, 1, 2. Fairing decoupler. On. Off. Shape. Actually, unlocking them should be fine, actually. There we go. Cool. So then what we want is we want to move these back in so that they're just far enough apart as to not do anything, and move these in. So now you can see how this works. This is going to have to... Okay, I'm going to use some tanks here. Wait a minute, that's not right. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, procedural tank balloon. I now need... Okay, the top diameter of these is 1 meter. So if I then go and set this length to be like that. How far up does that go on, not those, on this? So that goes about halfway up that. So if I go length down, if I set the length to 3 meters, how high is that? 3.6. So half of that, 1.5. Okay, 2.8 looks good enough. Yeah, do 2.8, and then that needs to be in 2 times symmetry. And then we need nose cone procedural, straight, height, and then the height needs to go down a bit. 1.5, that's good. And then we want to set that to that, and then add another one on top, add another one on top. And then offset this into there. So that looks good. That works, as you can see. It's just these engines here that now. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it will be the first one. And that'll be the first one as well. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The only issue is that's way too long now. Okay, no, I'm going to actually, I am going to set that back to normal, but I'm going to drain some of the fuel in here to bring the burn time back. 370, 354, 346, 340. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to remove this. I'm going to drain the fuel from this tank, because this can be purely structural for now. And then get rid of these engines. Wait a minute. Okay. You get rid of those engines, and then add in here the 4 engines so that I can then... Okay, that's fine. I'm going to rotate them so that the exhaust pipe actually doesn't collide with the sustainer engine, and then I'm going to offset these up into the booster skirt. Ignore the fact they're clipping. It's because they're the wrong engine. Wrong engine. But you don't use preset on. Fairing decoupler off. These should have the fairing decouplers off as well. So as you can see here, this now has enough delta V to reach orbit. Like I said, I'll fix these engines later. Turn the decoupler off. And this should work with MechJeb. Theoretically. Now this is going to take fully tooled, 150. So this, it's either this or an Odyssey. Interesting, but of course this weighs 109 tons. Fully operational C variants of the launch vehicle. C will be our first operational variant, and it was the next config of engines. C will be our third, yeah, and then that allows us to actually get a lot into orbit. But for now, this should be enough. Should be enough, right? Interesting. Okay, let's sim this, and then let's sim this. Okay, cool. Simulate. Oh wait, I need a launch pad. Because otherwise these are ground. These will require ground clamps to ignite. Let's just add a small plate for now and offset it way down and set the whole configuration to like that. Okay, let's try this and see if it works. And sorry, build list, I accidentally clicked launch. No, I didn't. Simulate. And we'll try this, and then that will be the end of the stream. And that should be cool. But you'll see how the Atlas like actually works for like properly now. What I meant by the whole stage and a half and booster skirt and everything. So that'll be good. I hope. Now we wait for KSP to load. Okay, cool. So, plan now. I was about to say, wait, why is it floating? No, this is intentional. It's just... Okay, cool. Mech jab. Ascent guidance. We want to have 160 by 160 kilometer orbit. Current. Stop at stage 2. Stop at stage 2. Fixed coast length of 0. Engage. Here we go! Lift off! Okay, this is what I mean. These aren't the right engines. They shouldn't have the turbo pump exhaust. They're the wrong shape. But this is purely a demonstration flight with 4 engines because I haven't unlocked the Atlas booster engines yet. I've unlocked an early version of them which runs on ethanol, and I can't use the new ones because I haven't unlocked 57 Ultra Rocketry. I can use this because I've got 57, even though I don't have 57 Ultra Rocketry, because this is a new engine. I haven't unlocked the config, which you need the actual node to actually buy, which is a bit odd, but oh well. So, as you can see, the Atlas is burning well. And then we're getting close to cut-off, and the engine blew up. Okay, so it turns out the 4 engines blew... Okay, hey, having 4 engines does not work with the Atlas. Okay, that's annoying. But you see how it works, so I'm happy with that. I'll record a short video of the Atlas actually flying. Actually, no, you'll see it in episode like a while. Actually, to be honest, you'll see the Atlas in a while. What I'm going to do finally now is set the ends to plane so you don't see the weird bulkhead design on that, and then that will be it. And the final thing I'm going to say is, yes, there will be a point where I put the Atlas, take this Atlas, or maybe a later version of it, and put the Able stage on top. Now that is the Atlas Able, and is affectionately referred to as the electric toothbrush rocket. All of its flights failed. Failure, failure, failure. Which is fair. No one really wanted this cursed rocket anyway, but it's a bit sad. But yeah, that's the Atlas Able. That's also the Atlas Able in different games. The final thing I'm going to do is actually do the detailing that I've actually just realised I forgot to do on the Atlas. So there's supposed to be structure, some sort of line here. I don't know how thick it's supposed to be. I'm assuming about let's say that it's supposed to be very thin. It's supposed to be like 50. Oh, well, that's not. Okay, wait. We only want one. We only want 1 times symmetry. Oh no, we want. No, let's put it on 2 times. Let's put it to there, and then we'll stretch. You know what, I'll do it another time. Anyway, that's the Atlas. Now, the final. So we've got Odyssey and we've got Thor. Thor I'm going to go back to now. Before the end of the stream. I just want to check. Just see if I can get. Okay, cool. Okay, that should be good, actually. I want to check if this can reach a polar orbit at some point, but yeah, it should be fine. Save. And that'll be everything. So, bye guys. And the boss out. I will see you on Friday. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, next time you'll hear from me is Friday, because I do streams Fridays at 4:30, and then RO goes out it should be out every other Monday. So that will be out the first Monday of Easter holidays. Theoretically. That'll be RO episode 6. It shouldn't take too long to edit that. These umbilicals are not correct. These umbilicals are not correct. Go correct. Be correct. There, cool. Save. Cool. Can I add an umbilical to Able while I'm here, just as a final thing? No, there aren't any spaces to add like an umbilical there to connect to it. Oh well, who cares? But no, bye guys. And the boss out.